Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Desmond here. So in this video, I'm going to talk about one of the top questions I get asked a lot, which is the fact that, Desmond, how do I overcome procrastination? Because one of the questions that I often ask a lot of the people that have been following me is, hey, what's stopping you from becoming successful? And a lot of them never say information, they never say strategies. They always say, hey, procrastination, mindset, motivation, lack of energy, lack of motivation. So today, hopefully I can make a video once and for all to help you overcome this issue. All you need to do right now is make sure you get a piece of paper and a pen, take down some notes. I promise you there are some good content in this video. Now, if you have not, make sure you subscribe to the video, hit that notification bell, and do me a big favor, comment below and let me know if you have any question, and let me know if you agree with any of the methods that I'm talking about or sharing here in this video. Now, the first solution that I can recommend you is essentially set small, achievable, short-term goals. The keyword is small, achievable, short-term. Right? So why don't we just set up big goals? Because a lot of successful people talk, if you're gonna be thinking, think big, dream big. Now I get it, that's right, and I actually believe in that. I believe thinking big is fantastic, it's great, and I think you must do it. But for those of you who are not self-motivated, for those of you who your motivation level is quite low, what I want you to focus on is small, achievable goals first, ideally short term. See, when you want to start, let's say, an Amazon business, and you want your big goal is to hit $10 million in sales a year. Right? Now, you might be thinking that, hey, that's a great goal, that's an entrepreneurial goal, that's like a leader's goal. I get it, it is a very cool goal, but it is what it is a cool goal, right? It's hard to achieve from where you are. If you're doing zero right now, to get to 10 million in sales on Amazon, it's not gonna be easy. So how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna set goals? What kind of goals should we set? Pretty simple. We're going to set up a goal, for example, such as to get one sale a day on Amazon first, getting one person to buy your product. And then next, you set an upper level goal. After you have hit the one person buying your product, you set a secondary goal where your next goal is to get two people to buy Amazon products from you. And then the next goal will be 3, and it accumulates and it just keep growing and growing, and goal just keeps stepping up, right? That's how you set goals. That's how you set achievable goals. The reason why most people fail is they set themselves unrealistic goal. For example, even if it's just $3,000 profit per month, that's the goal that's set. But the problem is they've never earned that kind of money before, or they have never used the mechanics or the vehicle that they're doing right now, maybe Amazon business, drop shipping, consulting, whatever it is, to reach that goal. So if you're doing something brand new, set yourself a very small, achievable goal, a goal that you know you'll be able to achieve. Because the key here is to create those little wins. I always say this in my videos, in my conferences, in my seminars, in my talks. You need to get those little wins. The little wins that you get matters because they accumulate and give you motivation to proceed and to progress. And when you do that, the little wins stacked up and you get those big, big wins. So you need to ask yourself right now, how can you design your daily goals? How can you design your maybe 7-day goals in a way that you are for sure going to achieve them? And then as you achieve those goals, you set harder goals, but not so hard that it's difficult to reach. I'm talking about you just need to tune up a little bit more work, maybe 20% more work, 20% more time to be able to achieve that secondary goal. As I said, little wins lead to big win. If you're not able to get those little wins right now, you cannot get those big wins. So be aware of that. Now, solution number 2 is every single night before you go to bed, I want you to do me a big favor. Pick out a piece of paper. I don't want you to do calendars. I don't want you to do to-do lists. I don't want you to use any apps. It's gotta be a pen and paper. It's the most traditional way, but it's the most effective way. Pick out a pen and paper. Write down 3 of the things that tomorrow you must do. It's vital to allow you to hit those goals that you have set, right? The 3 things. Maybe if you do Amazon business, it could be sourcing a new supplier, or maybe promoting your product on Amazon listing, or maybe it could also be building an email list, or mailing to the email list, right? And not only you need to set those to-do lists for the next day, that's not enough, because most people, when they have done their to-do list, they just completely ignore it or they lost their to-do list. What I do is that when I have the to-do list, what I really enjoy doing is I fold it up, I put it in my wallet, I put it in my pocket, and I have it with me all the time. And every single time I accomplish something, I get to scribble on it, I get to cut it out, and that satisfaction, I love it, right? But that might not be enough for some of you. This is where you introduce accountability partner. Now, accountability partner, we're not talking about your husband, your wives, your girlfriends, your boyfriends. I'm talking about people that genuinely care about your results and results only. They don't care about you, but they care about your results only. So how do we create this environment? It's pretty simple, right? And I always say this, right? What you want to do is when you go to a seminar, instead of trying to make friends, make accountability partner. Go and find accountability partner, people that think like you. They are the like-minded people, right? People that are not your friends, people that are not your family, because friends and family, they care about you, they see you in pain, they're not going to allow you to proceed, right? And sometimes they are the worst accountability partners. So you want to look for people who are like-minded that you met at a conference or at a seminar. So I always say this, when you have the opportunity to go to a seminar, focus on implementation, not information. Don't worry about whatever the teachers is teaching you. What's important is to go in there, meet people that are like-minded, hold each other accountable. One of the best way to do that is each other, you can have your own to-do list, you can be each other's accountability partner. If someone didn't do the 3 tasks or one of the 3 tasks, the other person need to pay $100. For example, let's say one of my students come up to me and say, hey Desmond, I want you to hold me accountable. I say, great. Now, you got the 3 tasks? And he said, yes, I got the 3 tasks. Now, if you don't do it, you gotta pay me $100 for every single task that you didn't do. So the student, there was one point, was just giving me $100 literally almost every single day. Like he was bleeding money like crazy, and I told him that I'm gonna be serious about it. I'm gonna bill you $100 unless you do your 3 works, because I gotta hold you accountable, right? So that is a great method, because when people feel pain, they're more willing to do it. They're more willing to get it done. When people are relaxed, chill, they end up not doing anything. Now, the third solution and the third tip that I want to give you today in this video is to set daily routines. A lot of people, what they do is that they like to see new things, they like new things happening in their life. You see, successful people, what they do is that they set consistent daily routines. What they do every single day is almost the same, because with no surprises and no new things happening in their life, what happens is that they are able to predict and forecast what they need to do, and because of that, they don't procrastinate. See, most people, what they do is that when new things happen, they say, oh, I don't know how to deal with this, I'm gonna postpone this, I'm gonna wait till later to fix this or figure out how to do this, right? So when you have predictable pattern, you know exactly what's gonna happen, it's easy for you to deal with the whole entire thing efficiently and productively. So you need to be proactive at being productive. In this case, you need to be willing to go out there and design your productivity. We're talking calendars, we're talking schedule, to-do list, and delegation and hiring other people to do it. Literally, you need all of those. Successful people use all of them. So here's another thing that I really want you to know when it comes to this. When I say consistent routine, I'm talking about every single day. You know exactly from 8 until 9 o'clock what you're doing, 9 to 10 what you're doing, 10 to 11 what you're doing, and so on and so forth. And when it's predictable, it's easy. Literally, you want to have that boring life, because as an entrepreneur, you tend to have a lot of surprises. You tend to have a lot of things coming in, and they could bother you, they could distract you, and that's what causes procrastination, right? I'll give you an example here. One of my students owns a graphic design agency, and he tells me that, Desmond, I cannot get out of my business. I understand that I need to get out of this inconsistency. I need to be consistent, but I am the graphic designer. And I asked him, listen, you are a business owner, you're not a graphic designer. So what you need to do is get yourself out of the graphic design position, and I want you to hire a graphic design artist to replace you. And he did exactly that, and now he becomes the business owner, and he sees his income skyrocket because he became much more productive. He doesn't need to design new things for clients every single day. His employees does that. He focuses on being consistent. He focuses on hitting goals, and that's exactly what you need to implement into your life. Just remember this, successful people, they are consistent. Yes, there are inconsistency that happens in their life. They try to straighten them out by becoming as consistent as possible. So last words that I want to give to you is, becoming productive means you need to be proactive at becoming productive. I know it's weird to say this, but a lot of people think productivity comes naturally. It's not. A lot of people also think productivity is a reaction. It's not. Productivity is a proactiveness. It's about going out there, focusing on dealing with things, being consistent, being mindful of few things such as time, energy, and resources. Remember this, most entrepreneurs, they only measure money. They don't measure their time and their energy, and hence that's why they are in a losing battle. Successful people, they don't only measure money, but they measure their time. How much time they're putting in, and how much value and how much return they're getting back. And same thing with energy, how much energy do I have to put in to get back something? So be mindful of that. So I hope this video helps. If you enjoy this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'm happy to make more for you, but I want to know what videos you want me to make for you. So comment below, let me know if you have any questions at all, or if you need any help or any future idea for any future videos. I'm happy to help you out.